Hi.
Hey,
Hello, friends.
we're back and we're both in velvet. You're welcome.
Yeah, this didn't happen on purpose. It's just the way we roll
It's
these days.
spring in Seattle and the sun is out, which ipso facto means it's velvet velour season.
Yeah.
folks.
Nailed it over here. So we're doing a fun episode today.
Yeah.
We're doing like a listeners asked us any question at all, and now we're going to put them together in an interview.
We're going to give you our real answers, the real.
Yeah, the real. So different than me interviewing you, these are just like questions other people are bringing in that they want
Yikes.
to know. So I feel like
Yikes.
there's no filter here. Like it's anything can stick in this one.
Yeah, and they want our honest opinion.
Yeah. So in the meantime, like if you are in need of a home or want to look at the home selling process, give us a call.
Yeah.
Oh, also this is my friend Emily.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Emily.Hazard, and this is Katlarson.
Hello.
We're real estate agents at Keller Williams Greater Seattle, and we'd love to help you out.
Yeah, come find us. We will definitely give you our honest opinion, not just in today's interview, but also in the home buying or selling process. Okay, so should we get into it?
Yes, please. I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right. So Emily, first question is like, you seem a little witchy. What do you do during a full moon?
Okay, can I just ask which aspects do you think are coming off as like the most witchy?
I think it's your nails.
Okay, the nails. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Full moon's coming up. Good question. A full moon is when you're going to like want to shut the door to anything that's no longer serving you. So you're going to want to tie up loose ends. You're going to want to break up with that toxic person or that toxic relationship with your lease.
I was going to say your house, please. If
Yeah.
it's not something you own, reconsider.
I do a bath where I will like write down the things that I'm getting rid of and I like put them in the bath and then I let the water go out, and that is my way of letting go of those
Yeah.
things.
You asked for it. Like there's more there. If you want to
There
get
is
weird,
actually
come find
really
her.
a whole lot more. That's very basic. Okay, one listener says, Kat, you seem like such a badass bitch. What is your greatest weakness?
Oh my God. Well, okay.
Do you even have any?
No, of course. Of course. I'm totally
Do superheroes have
I'm totally
weaknesses?
human. Got it?
Mhm.
So here we go. I can tell you that I stay pretty hydrated, and my greatest weakness is that I pretty much always have to pee. Like I know I'm a grown adult, but sometimes it's always like a really close call, either fashion wise or timing wise or long commutes or just like in the sake of efficiency. Sometimes I'm cutting it real close. There's been some close calls, like
Potty breaks are necessary. You got to put that into your tour sketch.
make time for it. You also need to have like the proper accessories, right? Because
For
for peeing on the go, like we have wipes in my car because when we're together,
obviously,
you just got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Emergency toilet. There's definitely one of those in my kits. We've talked about this before.
You have an emergency toilet in your kit?
It's like a bag, like
you
a
pee
Capri
into?
Sun, like a like a bag that opens male or female. We're not discriminating out here.
Okay.
And then I think it's got the stuff in it that diapers have, so that
Great.
your stuff isn't just like
It
sloshing around in
absorbs.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So you're
Oh.
like safe. Yeah, I've never had to use one. I'll
That's
just
a
point that
super
out.
share, but you have it. You've got
I
it.
do. I do a lot of road trips, so
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Okay.
Okay, I think this one came from somebody that knows you because they were asking about a conspiracy theory.
Ooh, which one?
Well, it's realtor related. So like on a scale of 1 to the moon landing,
Okay.
how
Did the moon landing ever happen?
well, that's the 10 on the scale of 1 to 10, okay? Of like how weird are we going to get?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to the moon landing,
Uh-huh.
where are we on the housing market is going to crash?
Oh, yeah. No. That for me, I love a conspiracy theory. I really do. But if you look at the numbers and you see that, Americans have more equity than they've ever had before, the numbers don't lie. How can people foreclose on a house that they have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equity in? I don't think we're going to see what happened in 2008. That was a crisis that was led by the mortgage industry due to unfair lending practices and unsafe lending. So I think unless there are huge, huge changes in our monetary policy, that conspiracy theory is really just a conspiracy.
Okay, so like, can you give it a number?
Oh,
1 to 10?
sure. Okay, I never say never, folks. Okay, let's give it a 3.
Okay.
Let's give it a 3.
So like, don't lose sleep at night over this one.
Oh, please don't. And
Okay.
if you are losing sleep at night, you should give me a call because I'm probably up too.
Oh yeah, you're doing weird stuff. Painting, journaling. It's getting weird.
It's getting weird.
Yeah.
When else are you supposed to practice your
Your
craft?
witchy stuff.
Your craft. All right, so we have been in a lot of houses, and most of the time they're vacant. However, on occasion, I have walked into a house that has live animals, and so viewers are wondering, what is the strangest thing that you've walked in on in a house, like unexpected? Whoa.
Okay. It's a combination of things. I did have clients with me. We were doing a marathon showing. So in between 4 and 5,
Okay.
we got to the house and like knocked on the door, and there was like some shuffling and ruffling going on. And then a dude came and was like pulling up his pants and like putting on a shirt. And he was a large man, like
Nice.
probably 300 plus,
Like a werewolf.
more like a bear.
Okay. All right. You were approached
catch
by a
my-
bear, a live bear.
You know, I would say I approached him. He was very surprised.
Very surprised.
Snuck up on a bear. I snuck up on a bear. and
And he wasn't ready.
no. And so like, I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you know this. I'm a realtor and I'm supposed to be showing this house right now. And he was like, oh, they told me, you know, like something about, it was just a matter of the timing not working out. And so my clients are like at the end of the driveway, and it's like there's grandparents too. So there's like a group of 4 pleasant people who are like well kempt and good citizens. And this guy is like a hot mess and like kind of disheveled. And he's like, I mean, like, I feel like he's like tying a shoe, and he's got like a cat in one like cage over here, and then like a weenie dog slipping out of his arm over here. And like the weenie dog gets away and like runs away. And I'm like, sir, we don't need to see the house. Like, please just go back inside. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, we're good.
We're all good here.
We got the ick. Thanks.
Yeah. And so I feel like that's probably as weird as it got, because it was a combination of like partial male nudity. You got live animals involved, one in a cage, one not in a cage. It should have been in a cage. And it was like just a lot. There was just a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't like script that one.
A zoo, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can.
Do you have one? I feel like I know this one.
Well, I one time was approached by somebody with a rifle because
Oh,
we were
my.
out on land and it had no signage. And we were trying to find where the plot was and sneaking
Oh,
around.
my. Oh, no.
I mean, in bits and parts, I probably shouldn't have been, you know?
Yeah.
And I very graciously said I was in the wrong. And I showed the address and the listing, and whew, they were real upset.
Oh,
real,
boy.
real upset. Like, there are parts of Washington that you just have to be a little bit more careful in, you know?
Yeah. Use protection out there.
Use protection.
Yeah, be safe. Safety first, then teamwork. Those
Yeah.
are the order we want to go in.
Although I am glad I wasn't wearing a reflective vest because I would have been easier to spot, right?
Yeah.
All right, Kat, one of the questions we get the most from our listeners is, when is the best time to buy a house?
Okay, well, I would not listen to like Uncle Steve, who bought a house back in the 70s, who's like, hey, you just need to time the market. Like, please don't.
Steve's got your back.
Please don't
Steve's
listen
got
to
your
Steve.
back.
Do you know what
Look at how Steve is living, though.
Steve is living in a house that he paid a nickel for, and it's been paid off for 20 years or something. Like, please don't listen to him. Like, it's a new world out here, people.
Brand new world.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here's the thing. You gotta buy when you're comfortable, when you're motivated, when you're prepared. I think those are all really key things. I think most of all, like the biggest trend I see amongst my first-time home buyers is they are ready before they know they are. And the only thing stopping them from believing that they're ready is just their belief system that like, I'm not ready yet, or this isn't meant for me yet. So part of my background as a behavioral health specialist and a counselor for over a decade is just being able to help people move through that change in belief system, because that is just an inside job. It's just a matter of getting people to reevaluate what their barriers are. So when it comes to the home buying process, when I'm teaching a first-time home buyer class, most people start that class and think, I'm only taking this class as like a curiosity. I'm not actually going to try to buy a home. And then about halfway through the class, they're like, I could probably do this.
I could do it. And I think that is sometimes a struggle, because unless you're going to a class, it's not something that's readily out there, information that's available. So I think people get hyper focused on what are the prices and what are the interest rate. And what I tell people all the time is, I bet you wish you would have bought 3 years ago. But I had folks 3 years ago telling me that the bubble's about to burst and that everybody's going to go upside down on their mortgage. So it really is, where's your mindset?
Yeah. So that's my favorite answer for when's the right time to buy. It's when you're ready and you have the right team built behind you, supporting you, that aren't just like people that did it one time a couple decades ago, like who are going to be in the work every day, who are going to be your best resources for current data on how to do this correctly.
And I just have to say, I don't think anybody is ever really, really ready, you
No.
guys. It's a learn as you go kind of process that home ownership, it's very hands-on. And so those initial years will feel harder, but every single year you gain more momentum and understanding as to how to take care of your home.
Yeah. What is your favorite worst red flag for, like, we'll say a seller? Like if you have somebody who's preparing to sell their home and they're like, yeah, but like, what's a red flag you're picking up that you like love to hate?
Red flags for me are when folks feel very strongly about their price point. I think that sometimes there are individuals who aren't really prepared to sell, so it's a detriment to my time to help them put it on the market, because I know at the end of the day, their price point isn't reasonable, and so it will just sit there and they will get more and more frustrated.
Yeah, absolutely. That's such a good answer. I love that one.
Okay, so we spend a lot of time in the car driving around to showings. What's your favorite place to go to? Like if you
Mentally or physically?
physically, if you had a choice to go spend the day in a town, which town would you choose?
Like on my normal day-to-day work stuff?
Yeah,
I have a couple answers. I'm going to try to be as concise as I can.
please. We don't have all day.
I know. I mean, okay, what if I this is hard because I love where I live. I love where I live and I love where
It's
I
a
work.
sexy state.
Yeah, I will say, like, my favorite place to go without my kids is Snohomish, because it's really
Back
hard.
in Snohomish.
It's really hard to be in downtown Snohomish with two kiddos. One who's a great, like, road dog. She is the best. She wants to go in every antique store and every boutique, and she's such a good time.
I don't have either of those.
And then
I don't
son-
have one of those at all.
And then my son is like, ma'am, how long is this going to take? Will we be here forever? What do we even need here? What is the meaning of life? Like, he has no
Where are the
chill.
snacks?
Yeah, which I have. Dude, you know I'm good
Where are
for
the
the snacks. For real.
Where are the snacks?
So I like to go to downtown Snohomish when I have nobody with me and I get to just like indulge for a minute in some of my favorite places. I have a favorite like bakery. I have a favorite like clothing store. Like I just kind of do my rounds real quick. But if I'm going to go explore someplace new, it's probably going to be like something I've learned about since I've been in real estate. I'm like, oh, I need to come back here because there's unfinished business here. Also, like a sleeper is the Camino Commons. Like
Camino Commons.
Camino Commons is super.
heard that
is like
first
a
here.
yummy goody treat. They've got a plant store. They've got a bakery. They've got a books, like a library there. They've got a little sit outside and like have a drink here. They've got a grass area. Like I think I enjoy being somewhere. I can be outside where there's music and I can enjoy a beverage or a snack, which you can really do at the Camino Commons, and I have good memories there. But I have so many answers for this, so I'll stop talking because this isn't Kat's podcast. But if you gave me like a more generalized answer, I swear, I would have just said I'd like to pull over and look at water for a little while.
Okay.
That's very grounding for me. I don't know, like it just feels really nice. I got to stop in West Beach over heading up to Deception Pass yesterday while I was closing out a listing, and it was like total recharge. It was great.
Fun fact. Did you know that Washington has more beaches by like double than any other state?
No, I didn't know it.
I just learned that
I
today.
did not know it.
And now I'm sharing it with all of you.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you are at home and there's nobody there with you and you have a 30-minute window of TV time, what are you putting on?
Right now I'm watching the OA, which stands for the original angel, and it's all about like being able to time travel through near death experiences.
Wow. That's a lot for me.
But most of the time I'm just listening to a book on tape and painting and playing with my rocks.
Yeah. You love all those things.
I love all those things. I love my rocks. This was so fun.
Yeah, I think we put a good dent in doing like one concise answer all. I think there will be more coming in. Like now that we've gotten we've kind of given a green light to ask questions
go
that
for
aren't real
it.
estate related, like people just wanting to get to know us a little bit more. So I'm okay answering these. I'm willing to give some of that.
Yeah. I mean, we had to filter out some of the bad ones, but
You know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
if you're interested in buying a house here in Seattle or the surrounding areas, you know who to call. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an episode.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.